Everybody, welcome back. Got another top 10 video for you here. This time the top 10 raid tunes from Punk, Yeti, Cabra, and myself. So we'll quickly go over the graphic, then we'll check out how we got to the numbers, any potential tiebreakers, and then I'll go over the comments so that you can see why we thought they were great tunes. So let's go get it.
Bring me WolverThor!
For those of you who did not see the top 10 for the red stars, this is the same graphic. We've got different columns for each category. This one we're focused on raid. Again, Punk doing phenomenal work here. I'm gonna start shouting out the Patreon that we got going for them to help specifically donate. So if you like these infographics, they're helping you, please join the Patreon to specifically help get some of the funds towards Punk. Does great work. Focus on the silver column, okay? So down here at the bottom, we got Crystal coming in at 10, Ultron at 9, Thanos at 8, Carnage at 7, Emma Frost at 6, we got Ebony Maw at 5, we got Yo-Yo at 4, Shuri at 3, there was a tiebreaker there that I'll get into in a minute, Symbiote Spider-Man at 2, and of course Black Bolt at number 1. So now let's go see how the numbers panned out to place these guys. All right, so the way this kind of works is that Cabra, Yeti, and myself all rank the different characters, and then we get the stats that kind of come off to the side. What you'll see here is Black Bolt, unanimous number 1, no problem there. Symbiote Spider-Man, he was a little bit, between 2 and 4, so that put him at the 2nd spot. And then we had Yo-Yo and Shuri tied for the 3rd, 4th spot with 3.7. That was because I had Yo-Yo at 6. Those guys both have her quite a bit higher. I've just not been using her as much. If she lands the offense down, that's good. Shuri, across the board, she was right at kind of that 4th spot. I had her a little bit higher than the other guys, so that kind of evened them out. In the tiebreaker, Shuri got the 3rd spot when we figured that, or when we went through and ranked them, just those two. Ebony Maw comes in at number 5. Those guys actually have her at 6, but I've got them at 2. Truth be told, now that I'm getting a little bit further in 7.5, I could see him falling down the list because I could see Thanos falling off the list as well. Coming in at number 6, we've got Emma Frost. They both have her at 5. I had her all the way down at 10. No, it's very similar with her as Ebony Maw. I could see her moving up on my list because of just the short cooldowns and having that self-attack against the other enemies for those later nodes in 7.5. Because the team I had, the RNG is just starting to fall apart a little bit, and it's getting really frustrating. So Carnage comes in at 7. I had him, again, a higher rank than the other guys. They had him at 7. I had him at 9. Thanos, they both had at 10. I had at 5. So you can see the difference there. It's probably because these guys are a little bit more endgame than I am. So my Thanos, my Ebony Maw, my Minerva, my Ultron, and my Black Bolt, the team that I use, so I had them ranked higher, whereas these guys, they're more of a Symbiote Spider-Man, Emma Frost, Black Bolt, Yo-Yo type, and then maybe Shuri. You could see them using more of those teams because they might be pushing hundreds in 7.5 more than I am. Just got the first one the other day, actually, in fact. And that's why my Thanos is ranked higher. So Ultron, we've all got right around that 9 spot. They both got him at 9, I have him at 8. And then Crystal, they both have at 8, and I have at 12. So that rounds out the top 10. You can see just below that was, Hela, Venom, and then Minerva fell quite a bit off from that. Like I mentioned, I've got her at 7. Yeti didn't even rank her. And then Cabra had her at 14. So big difference there. Probably the difference between more endgame type players and myself, who's, I'm like a top 100 type player. Like that's where my alliance tries to sit. We sit around 30, 50 in the raid season more often than not. So that gives you the idea of the differences there. And again, if you wanted to see some of the other tunes that we've got here, they fall off pretty significantly after that. So now let's look at the comments. All right, so Crystal, she was a 10 spot. Cabra's comment here is a solid pairing with Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. Excellent synergy with Symbiote Spider-Man as well. Big damage dealer and also can heal Inhumans. That special and that ultimate being an AoE, it's pretty nice. Yeti's comments, usually utilized as the 3rd member of the Inhuman trio. Crystal has a kit that supplements very well, but it has a very high bar of entry. While her abilities grant you a lot of control, she doesn't do a lot of damage until later. My comment is, I personally have never used Crystal, but with Inhumans and a strong Crystal, she helps keep them alive. Those guys cover her pretty well. I didn't have much to add. Ultron, Cabra's comments here is buffs up the team very quickly and can help easily steamroll nodes if he survives. Yeti's comment is Ultron allows you to manage high damage single target enemies well by providing team target diversity through summoned robots. His passive allows you to prolong positive effects to win easily. My comment is Alt 7.4 and higher requires as many targets for the AI to focus on as possible. Ultron helps these efforts and provides buffs. So we're all pretty much saying the same thing, different manner. Thanos at number 8, Cabra. Comment here is much better in low difficulty raids as an energy battery. Black Order is awesome for handling very tough nodes in difficulty 5. However, you can't use them for a lot of nodes without healing. Yeti's comment is, I rarely use Thanos in Ultimate 7 difficulty 5, but when I do, he's very counterintuitive. He's not there to taunt, he's there to provide energy to those who are more useful. Very true. My comment is, still a great energy battery and huge HP pool. In Ultimate 7.5, he falls off though because his armor is too low and he needs defense up to survive. At number 7, Cabra's comment is, his personal 5th for most raids, helps spread Symbiote Spider-Man's debuffs and does decent damage, but his real benefit is speeding up Symbiote Spider-Man for much more frequent slows and having a constant stream of defense down on the board so Black Bolt can clean house. Yeti's comment here is Carnage has a steep learning curve, but he is often my 5th team member in Ultimate 5 difficulty 5. The speed combined with the benefits of him paired with Symbiote Spider-Man is astounding. My comment is best win with Symbiote Spider-Man and the heals drains can be maximized. Symbiote raid team coming soon. That could make him even higher on this list. Emma Frost coming in number 6. Cabra's comment here is great utility choice. Love her on nodes when the enemies have a lot of buffs. Her passive speed decrease paired with slows from Maw and Symbiote Spider-Man can really help you take control of huge waves. Yeti's comment, Emma Frost brings frequent utility to the team. This allows for team-wide cleanse, yet also slow on enemies. It's very welcome to have a controller that can kill every few turns. My comment is short cooldowns, a self-attack on the AI, slows, cleanse, self-heals. Am I still typing what she can do? Man, she rocks. Short cooldowns to boot. Emma Frost is fantastic. I really love her. I personally need to use her way more. I don't know why I'm not. I've earned 6 red stars. I need to get my head out of my rear end and get her in these raids. Number 5, Ebony Maw. Cabra's comment here is a phenomenal support character. Simply helps prevent damage and an easy choice on nodes with a lot of hero controllers. Yeti's comment is Ebony Maw brings a support that works in most circumstances. Providing that you're attacking a node with hero controllers, he should be part of your team. And for those of you who aren't familiar, go check out the video that I did for a collaboration with Yeti and Punk about the Ebony Maw's Most Wanted. It's about understanding the hero controller aspect of that and how he gives debuffs and where exactly those where he gives barrier and where exactly those hero controllers are. My comment is his cooldowns hamper him a bit, but with Thanos, that energy makes them shorter. Slows, heals, defense up. It's a nice kit. Didn't even mention the barrier, the speed reduction, all that type of stuff with the reduction in speed result. Coming in at number 4 is Yo-Yo. Cabra's comment here is prevents damage each and every enemy turn. Also has great value on her turns, calling Black Bolt to assist on her basic. It's a typical raid setup. Yeti's comment, Yo-Yo was widely misunderstood upon release, but when she is the only protector on the team, she quickly earns her spot, best paired with Black Bolt. My comment, offense down is the winner here. She needs to be able to land it though, so that focus is important. That last node, she's basically never landing it, especially in difficulty 5. Plus the basic and Black Bolt assist is clutch. We're all kind of saying the same thing there. She is a clutch character. Shuri at number 3. Cabra's comment here is defense up and heals on short cooldowns. Gold standard for a healer. Unfortunately, she dies very easily in deep 7.5, but you can often get around that by having her source of defense up. Having another source of defense up. Yeti's comment is Shuri's passive allows her to really shine in raids, and combined with this, her special and ultimate, it's profoundly difficult to replace her. My comment, defense up before everything else goes, it's key. Plan your cooldowns accordingly. Gotta have that at the beginning of the turn. Deflex and heals as well, and did I mention she's got an energy, she's an energy battery, and she's got short cooldowns. Pretty nice to have on the team. Coming at number 2, Symbiote Spider-Man. Cabra's comments here, debuffs, damage, and again, survivability. Absolute stud who can help you kill faster. while also helping prevent damage and by ways of his slows. Yeti's comment: Symbiote Spider-Man has a negative effects through basic, special element, ultimate that allow you to control the fight and enable a great damage output. It's a great group of items there, or abilities that you've got on one character. What my comment: heals and raids are clutch and the debuffs are amazing. Plain and simple. Those guys covered it great in detail. High level what I've got thrown at you. Black Bolt coming in at number 1. Cabra, he's the main damage dealer in Ultimate 7. Also helps that he has a massive survivability. Yeti's comment: Black Bolt is essentially the immutable damage dealer in raids. Whenever you can use him, you should. My comment: still king of damage, and man, that passive is great for picking off low tunes. Black Bolt just does massive damage. The passive, like Cabra mentioned, he's got great survivability. This is a character you want to have at least 6 red stars on him to make sure that you help get deeper in these raids. He is fantastic. I'm sure most of you guys are already using him. You see Cabra and Yeti who are doing much further deep high-end raids. Those guys are still using him, so he's a character that you can easily invest in and not worry about. He's going to be around for a while. So that's what we got for comments. Now let's do a quick outro. So that was the top 10. That's what we got. Those are the comments, how we got to the numbers. What do you guys think? Is there anybody we missed? We cover everything okay with the reasons that we had them up there good? I think they're all pretty much in line. I would be curious to see if anybody thinks we did miss somebody, or if maybe we had someone rated too high. Come by the Discords. The links are all in the description below. We love to chat about this stuff, and we're missing stuff, or if somebody's got a creative way to use someone, let's chat about it. So appreciate you guys stopping by. Hammer down that like button, click the notification bell, subscription button, all that kind of stuff. Share with your alliance mates, aunts, uncles, grandparents, whoever might be wanting to play. Till next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.